Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The Broncos defense ready to go to work following a poor performance in the loss last week. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So Patrick Mahomes, guys, is playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Drew Sanders in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75. The Denver defensive unit back out there. They'll start by looking at a 1st and 10 at the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. There's a nice move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Called on a very strong gain of 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Randy Gregory. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And Mahomes with the throw, it's caught by Rice. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Back out comes the Bronco defense. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a first down. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass complete to Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Sky Moore.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown. The Denver defensive unit back out there.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now Mahomes on the move past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Sky Moore
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have...
Back out comes the Bronco defense.
On first down, Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
From the 35, here's second and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's second and 3.
A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
In motion, Slayton.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
This one is caught. It's Moore.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Touchdown!
Rashee Rice.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead. The Denver defensive unit back out there. They'll see what they can do in trying to force a stop as this drive starts first and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. To throw, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Back out comes the Bronco defense. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now here's Mahomes.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
The 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Powering forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs look like... The Denver defensive unit back out there. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Back out comes the Bronco defense. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart.
The Denver defensive unit back out there. And they've been pretty well carved up, to be frank, by this offense all game long. Just trying to ride this one out to the finish.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it,